Listen, we've got some breaking news that's into us now. We're learning that an FDA panel has decided that MDMA is not effective in treating PTSD, saying that the risks outweigh the benefits. Now, this is super interesting. They've been considering this as part of this decades-long push by advocates who say, hey, there's a lot of benefits to this party drug. Right now, it's classified as a Schedule I substance. That means it has no accepted medical use and a high potential for abuse. Ann Thompson is joining us now. Super interesting that this is just coming into us, Ann, that the FDA has said, wait a second, let's pump the brakes here. Talk us through the factors behind it.
Well, this is an outside panel, or this is an independent panel of experts, Hallie, that has now recommended to the FDA that, in their opinion, MDMA is not effective in treating PTSD, even when combined with talk therapy. That was the question before the panel. For those of you who may not know, MDMA is also called ecstasy. It is a party drug, but what's really interesting here is that veterans groups came to the table, many of them, and said, look, we really need this because our people are suffering. And they pointed to some benefits. Take a look at the benefits. They said MDMA can help with anxiety, depression, substance abuse, and eating disorders. But there were also risks including cardiovascular issues, such as increased blood pressure and heart rate, dizziness, injury, and again, substance abuse on that end. What happened here? Well, the panel looked at all of this, but it really had great concerns with the way the study was conducted. There was a phase 3 study that found that more than 2/3 of the patients who took both the drug and the therapy, they didn't suffer from PTSD anymore. But there were a couple of problems. First of all, 40% of those patients, they had taken MDMA illicitly before enrolling in this trial. And the doctors and patients knew who was on the drug. It was pretty obvious. Those were two things that gave the panel great concern. The third thing, the fact that this drug makes patients emotionally vulnerable and could put them at risk for sexual assault. That was another issue. They were not dismissive of this. They just want more study, and they don't feel that the studies that have been presented to them are enough for them to recommend MDMA and talk therapy as a way to treat PTSD. Hallie?
Ann Thompson, thank you very much for being all over it tonight. Appreciate it.